Hey everyone, I'm Joe and today it's time to do the Deck the Horse tag, which was created by Will over on my Bookish Empire, and I was tagged to do it by James Chatham. I will link both of their channels over in the description box below, as I always do. I've never done a seasonal type tag before, so I'm quite interested to do this, and there are 6 questions to this tag, and without further delay I'll start talking about them. Bye bye. The first is antique ornaments. What is your most treasured book? Now for this it was quite difficult because frankly I don't really place importance on any individual book as an individual item, because books are just material goods. You can replace them frankly just using money. So it did take me a while to think of one, but there is one in particular that may be a bit more significant to me than others, and that is the first Artemis Fowl book by Ian Colfer. This was a Christmas present. No, it wasn't. It was a birthday present, in fact, in 2001. This book was actually only released about 2 weeks before my birthday in June, and my sister bought it me, and this is actually a first edition print run. This is the earliest edition you could probably get, near enough, and I didn't realise it at the time. I realised it many years later, and frankly I love this book, and indeed the sequels which I've also got, and I just love this book, and also this edition. It's one of the few hardbacks in my entire collection, and I just really like them because they've all got quite nice shiny covers and they're just different from my usual books, frankly, and I just love them for that reason. Number 2 is Shining Lights. A few of my favourite bookish possessions. Really I've only got one set of book related items that aren't actually books themselves, frankly, because I'm not a big collector of non-book related items, and they are, you actually may have seen them in other videos in the past, my Discworld mugs. This is the librarian, looking really quite odd in this picture. He's actually wearing a pair of flight goggles because he's actually at the controls of the Discworld equivalent of a spaceship, I suppose you could call it. It's to do with The Last Hero, in fact. I've got 8 of them in total. I've never used any of them as, obviously, drinking mugs, because that is indeed what they are, although they've actually got a lot of dust inside them, so you'd probably be poisoned if you actually drank out of them at the moment. But I love them. I actually bought them a long time ago, in about 2001, and they were at the time collectors. You could probably buy something very similar to them today, so they're probably not ultra unique in terms of what they are, but I just really like them, and indeed it's the only really non-book item that I actually own and like. Number 3 is Broken Light Bulb, a book that blew me away. For this there can only really be one in the recent past that really made me just amazed. Frankly, I just love the book and made me love the author, and indeed it's a book that I've mentioned a couple of times this year, so I've read it at the start of the year, and that is The Martian Chronicles by Ray Bradbury. Yes, I'm talking about it again, but you have to pull up with it because I love this book. It's a book that I love in every way possible. I can't say how much I like this book. It's a series of sort of smaller tales, at least that's what it seems to start with, but they are directly interconnected, and the writing is unbelievably good. I mean, I've never read anything like them, and the ideas in them are really quite interesting and really different, the way it thinks about the other world, and in a, well, interesting way. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I want people to read them and make up your own mind what you think, but I'd recommend this to everybody that is alive, frankly. The 4th is Tinsel, or that annoying character that you just can't avoid. Now my choice for this, really I can only really think of one that qualifies, and it might be a slightly controversial one because it's actually from Harry Potter, and that is Dobby the House Elf. I hate the house elves in the Harry Potter books. I think they, especially in the 4th, I think they sort of almost ruin the book because they sort of go off on a side tangent that makes no sense and doesn't add to the plot in any way. But Dobby in particular I think is just frankly annoying, and I just wanted him to go away forever and never come and return another book. and he's just an annoying character, I find. It's just the way he interacts with Ape. I just think he's frankly stupid, and I just don't like the Ace Elves, honestly. I can't say anything other than that. I just really don't like them, and I just don't think they work in the world of Ape. I just think they seem sort of oddly stand out. Just don't add anything other than just being silly. The fifth is Shining Star, or Name Your Most Beautiful Book. This probably would have been one of the books just there. Them are Barnes Noble editions, those are special editions by Gollancz. However, a book that I got in June basically blows them out of the water, and that is The Chronicles of Pug by Raymond D. Forrest and Stephen Abrams. This is a great big thing, as you can tell. This has got pictures in it that have been commissioned by an official artist for this book. It has many pictures like this in it. It has like 45 pictures or something, big double page things, and frankly it is astonishing, really. I haven't read all of it because I haven't read all the books in the series, so I can only read the first little bit of it. So at some point I will catch up on the series and read a lot more of them, and indeed then be able to read the whole of this book. But frankly, this is amazing, and it just really stands out. And it normally sits just there on my shelf, by the way, so you can kind of see it in almost every video I do. The sixth and last part is Wrapping and Bows, which is a book that you would like to give to everybody. I've thought about this, and it's actually quite a difficult one, because frankly there are a lot of books that I think are absolutely amazing. I mean, actually an awful lot of the books I read I think are brilliant and I would recommend to everybody. So this was more a choice of just something that I think is just different and a bit unusual. And indeed the book I've chosen is by an author that is really quite popular, and that is The City and the City by China Miéville. I read this sometime in the middle of last year, if I remember correctly, and it's one where it's got some pretty bizarre ideas, although for China Miéville they are perfectly normal. There are two cities on top of one another. They can see each other, but they kind of can't, or at least they shouldn't see each other. I can't really explain it without giving away spoilers. It is a really weird idea, and it's sort of like a sort of a weird, sort of half steampunk, sort of urban detective novel. It's really hard to explain correctly, and I actually did a better job of it when I read it last year, actually. But it's a brilliant novel, and one that I gave 5 out of 5 stars to without fail. Actually, I was already thinking that I would give it 5 out of 5 stars when I was halfway through the book. It's only a small book as well, so it didn't take that long to read. China Miéville and the City in the City is a frankly brilliant book. Well, every book by China Miéville so far has been a brilliant book, so not really surprising. So with that said, that's it for this video. If you've read any of these, then please leave a comment and we can have a talk about them. Happy Christmas, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you another day. Bye for now.